people of ordinary workers, activists, indigenous people. It's people like you and me who are struggling every day and fighting for climate justice. Now the list of people that we prepared who we think are the voices which are not heard inside that building. I've got a list of people here. Some of them want to speak and they're in the Bella Centre, so they can't make it here. Okay. We just received a text message that NGO delegates in this assembly are trying to make their way here and they're being hit by the police now. And they're shouting, "Shame on you!" And it is a shame that they can't be here. Yeah! That they're denying people their voice. And the voice of the people are fighting for climate justice.
To give everyone only 2 minutes, yeah?
Okay, good day to everyone. In behalf of the Peaceful Justice Network and the Peaceful Movement from the Philippines, we're joining you for this protest in regards to the Copenhagen conference. We believe that the peaceful sector are one of the poorest of the poor and disadvantaged politically, economically and socially. That's why we are here to register our positions, because we would like to be part of this progressive protest. We would like to seek for justice, and if justice for the peasant folks, it is the recognition of our rights to protect, to manage and to utilize the marine resources. It is our rights to recognize our traditional knowledge in fishing. That's why we are here now to join you, because we believe that if we are united, we can claim justice now.
Hi everyone, I'll make it quick, sorry. I'm one of the Vestas occupiers, you probably know, you possibly don't. We know that at the moment they are scared. This is why this is happening. When we claim power, we'll know that we are strong enough. At the moment, all of us have to go back and find more people, yeah? At the moment, we are strong. We know we're strong because we have rattled them so much that they have to perform like this, they have to hit people on the inside, yeah? What we have to do is we have to go home, we have to engage with workers in the north and in the south. We have to get people to work together. The only way that we are going to do this is by working together. We need to break down all of the boundaries that we've got. We need to all work together no matter what's going on. Thank you.
Soy Alexandra Almeida, vengo de Ecuador.
I am Alexandra Almeida, I come from Ecuador. We are here to denounce that fossil fuel exploitation, mainly oil exploitation, has been going on for almost 150 years, is about to finish.
Por eso estamos proponiendo que...
We are proposing the oil to leave it in the ground.
Porque el único petróleo que no...
Because the only oil that will not be causing global warming will be the one to remain in the ground.
Esa es la verdadera solución.
That is a real solution and not the false solutions being negotiated here.
Porque la solución de un
Because the solution to the problem cannot be within the system that caused the problem.
Por eso esta propuesta no...
This is why this kind of proposal is not going to enter inside of carbon trade markets or clean development mechanisms. This is a proposal that is being developed in Ecuador, but it can be implemented in all other countries where oil is currently being exploited.
Por eso, ese es el reto. Tenemos que...
That is the challenge, to apply the real solutions.
Y les invito a gritar, leave the oil in the soil. Leave the oil in the soil.
Leave the oil in the soil. Leave the oil in the soil. Leave the oil in the soil. Leave the oil in the soil.
Buenos días a todos. ¡Feliz día!
Hello everyone in the fight here.
Me llamo Bettina Cruz y vengo de México, del estado de Oaxaca.
My name is Bettina Cruz. I come from the state of Mexico in Oaxaca. We came with a caravan of people from southern countries.
De los pueblos del sur que venimos a pedir, a exigir
to demand true solutions, real solutions to the problem of climate change.
Entre estas soluciones reales, una de las que tenemos que tomar en cuenta.
One of the key real solutions we are proposing is to have energy sovereignty throughout the world.
Esto quiere decir que no son las
This means that energy does not have to be in the hands of multinational corporations. This is why we are currently demanding for the atmosphere not to be privatized.
Las energías que se les llama sustentables y verdes, así sea energía eólica, energía solar, geotermia.
The so-called energies that is sustainable, be it wind or solar or water, if it's in the hand of multinationals, it's not a true solution. No to the privatization of the atmosphere. Climate justice now.
El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. Gracias.
Hello, just a very quick announcement. I've just been speaking to the people who walked out of the conference in solidarity with us. So there's 200, if you weren't here before to hear, 200 people walked out of the conference to come and try and join us. They were stopped by the police, massive police barricade. Now this 200 people, it included youth delegates, it included people in there from the Global South, people from NGOs, from media, huge range of people, many of whom had never done any direct action before. They came to the police line and they tried to get through. Yeah. They did not. Even though the police responded with violence, they stayed calm, they tried to get through, they did all they could to get to us. Unfortunately, the police were just too violent and wouldn't let them through. So they went back to try and get back into the conference centre, and they've been told they're not allowed back into the summit. Summit is over! So any even slight attempt that anyone in there has been saying to pretend that that is a democratic summit. What they have done now to show what they think of dissent. If you disagree, then you're banned. So essentially, if there's anything we could do here in our assembly to show solidarity with them, then we should. I'm just passing on the news. But well done all of us for being here.
From Latin America, from the Caribbean, from Africa, from Asia. We are people's movements, we are organizations, we are social forces throughout the South who have been working for more than 10 years together to build a global movement against debt. We are struggling for freedom from debt domination. And we have long been saying that the debt that is claimed to the South is not our debt. We don't owe. The people of the South are the creditors.
Yes!
For a long time, and we have come here to say in Copenhagen that there is an enormous historical debt, a social debt, an ecological debt that is due to the peoples of the South. And we are here today in this assembly to say in particular that we want to be paid. We want the rich, industrialized countries to pay their climate debt.
Yeah!
That doesn't mean we want their dirty money. How do we want them to pay their climate debt? a system of consumption that is killing us all. And we are all here to say that we have rights, peoples have rights, and nature has rights. And it's defending those rights, transforming this system, and we'll be able to build a new world. So join me all. Let's call on all those governments in there. Let's call on all those corporations in there. Let's call on the World Bank and the Inter-American Development Bank to pay your climate debt. Pay up! Pay up! Pay up your climate debt! Pay up! Pay up! Pay up your climate debt! Pay up! Pay up! Pay up your climate debt! Pay up! Pay up! Pay up your climate debt! We're also here to say that we are going to continue to struggle to build our movement throughout the South. And we want to stay in touch with you because we know we need to build a strong movement South and North. That's people coming together. This is democracy. This is reclaiming power. And that's how we're going to build a new system. Thank you.
The violence is being provoked by them.
Los gobiernos industrializados y las corporaciones transnacionales.
The industrialized governments and the multinational corporations.
Porque es violencia cuando más de...
Because it is a crime when millions of people suffer from hunger.
Es violencia.
Because it is violence when 1 billion people don't have work and employment.
Es violencia cuando más de 300 personas al año.
Because it is violence when millions of people die because of climate change every year.
Es violencia cuando existen más de...
Because it is violence when more than 30 million people are displaced because of climate change.
Y los campesinos.
And the farmers are here to say we want the power to decide.
Louder,
Get closer.
Los campesinos venimos
The farmers, we have come here to say we want the power to decide.
Put your mouth close to the mic.
Queremos el poder para decidir.
In order to decide our future. We want to continue to exist. We want to continue to feed the world.
Y decimos, es nuestra agricultura. La agricultura.
Sustainable farmers' agriculture is an alternative.
Es la soberanía alimentaria.
Food sovereignty is our alternative, our proposal to humanity.
Desde la vía campesina decimos, es la soberanía alimentaria nuestra alternativa al capitalismo y todas las crisis que engloban. Por eso, la soberanía alimentaria.
This is why food sovereignty is going to be the main axis for whatever is being decided in terms of agro policy. To all trade policy, we would like agriculture.
Queremos que sea.
We want farmers' agriculture to be the basis of food sovereignty.
Porque los campesinos.
Because the farmers, we can cool the planet with our agriculture.
Y podemos alimentar a la humanidad. Desde la vía campesina.
From Via Campesina, we are greeting all of you here.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you very much.
Jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido.
My name is Dave Blakeney. I'm a representative of the Canadian Union of Postal Workers, and I've noticed there's not a lot of union flags out here today, and there should be, because that's a real challenge for us. This is an historic opportunity to say loudly that our solutions won't be found in the violence, the war, the power, and the patriarchy of the markets. The markets that have robbed and killed so many of us. It's a violence that happens every day and increases increasing frequency. We don't want any deals with unwanted and illegitimate organizations like the International Monetary Fund. We no longer want to be accomplices to a system that's killing us all. We no longer want to be victims. We want to claim what's ours. We want to reject their greenwash. And we want to make space where future generations have the right to dream, have the right to be free. That's our duty, and labor power can do that. To smash market slavery, now and create a free earth, a healthy earth, and that we no longer accomplish and be accomplices to a system that's destroying us. Now more than ever, we can be products of creation and no longer follow a system that's going to kill us all sooner or later. We're in this together. We're in this now. This is a magical moment. We take every step, every day, every moment to take us into a future, a different future, and the trade unions must come out and must join this people's struggle so that we can reclaim our planet and our lives for ourselves and those who have not been born yet. The struggle continues, sisters and brothers.
Hello, comrades. We represent diverse political, environmental and social movements from former Soviet Union. And we came here because climate change is not only an environmental issue. Many of us have been fighting the system since before the collapse of Soviet Union. In the meanwhile, the system has changed. It lost all the winnings of socialism and adopted all the ugliness of capitalism and neoliberalism. Dictatorship of communism, state bureaucracy was replaced by dictatorship of PNCs. As in the past, now our system is designed only for the profit and exploiting and destroying everything on its way. People, environment, social benefits, jobs, healthcare, education system, and even people beliefs. In their cynical profit chase, they are willing to sell even what they do not have. They came to COP to bargain for themselves high CO2 emissions so they can sell them and get profit, with no consideration to the planet, people, and even their own children. But that is not the voice of the people, and we are fighting back. We demand the debts to be paid back. We demand technology transfer. We fight for the system to be changed. Different values should be put in front, and the attitude of respect to the people, planet, and environment.
We also had a team of people who were going to organise a more participatory stage, a horizontal process for this assembly, but they also are not here. So, we know why they are not here. It is because they have been beaten and separated by the police. But we are still the historic moment here, where we bring democracy to the streets of Copenhagen while they stitch up a deal for themselves inside.
People's assembly from now on. Everybody please form discussion circles, get engaged with each other, exchange ideas. We get back to the central thing in 20 minutes. Alright, let's do it.
3-4 times a week, and they're really the problem. And let's tackle this culture that says it's okay just to do that.
Okay, so are there people from the groups who want to come up? Are they here? Hi. Our group, we're talking about building system change on a practical level and creating spaces to opt out of the capitalist
switch to production. And by making all these things, we need to organize where we live and make the change start there and start working up and change from capitalism.
Okay, our group agreed that we will go for community-based solutions. We will go for sustainable democratic production. We will have in general less production, and we will distinguish between luxury and actual needs. We will share the world's resources, and we will share the knowledge and the technology equally. Okay, so we thought that the solution has to be positive. We have to show that living without oil is actually going to be a better way of life. It will create dependence on each other and not on money. And make more happiness, because we're not making it a greedy way, we're sharing inspiration. We also thought the debt to the people needs to be paid through support and through solidarity and through sharing of ideas, directly with communities all over the world, not through money to corrupt governments.
Okay, we agree that we need to slow down. We need to slow down, we need to respect our food, we need to enjoy our food, we need to grow our own food. We also need to bring traditional methods and scientific knowledge together, combined, and we can then have a more sustainable future. Building on our strength and with solidarity, we need to educate and expand into local, sustainable stability. From here, we will achieve global climate justice with focused action and output and culture. All action should be direct, focused in a strong global network.
First thing, sounds a little indirect, but we have to expose the media. We know that we are going to be presented as a bunch of radical, violent people. What we see on the inside is this is sensible, ethical, rational, survival stuff that we're talking about. And the other thing is this little thing, for anyone who can't see it, it says climate justice now. The climate is in red, the justice is in black, and the now is in green. We're building this solidarity between movements. We know that power has always worked by dividing and ruling, and we have to be aware that it will continue to do that. The man from the trade union said that it's a desperate shame that the trade unions are not with us, but we really need to build that movement between all the different groups that see human survival as part of one whole. Thank you.
We started talking about spaces like this, and that creating spaces like this is incredibly important. We should talk for weeks and weeks rather than 10 minutes. But our main conclusion is that actually the solutions are right here, that this week has been about sharing and getting inspiration from each other and showing that we have the intelligence and creativity to make the solutions that we need.
We were talking about the way that we as people who are concerned about climate change communicate to people who don't spend as much time thinking and doing things about it as we do. We came up with three main things. The first was that we shouldn't shy away from saying to people that the processes that cause climate change are the processes that cause problems that are more immediate to people's everyday lives. The second point that we made was that we're good at negativity, we're very good at scaremongering and so on, but we need to be positive and have hope and share these spaces that we create with people. Not just keep them within the activist community, but open them up to the whole public. The third point that we agreed on was that we're very good at doing big actions, at doing protests and doing demonstrations, but we need to realise that we will win this battle not by doing these things, but by doing the hard work of going to workplaces, going to communities, and having ordinary conversations with ordinary people. We talked about a lot of different stuff in our group. Most of them are pretty basic, like we need to move away from a culture and a system based on planes and cars, run on fossil fuels, to a public transportation that is free and for everyone. We need to move away from consumerism. We need to build community. We need solidarity with the South. But one thing that went as a red thread throughout our conversation was that we live in a system, a capitalist system, and we've been chanting now for days, system change, not climate change. And we talked a lot about that capitalism is under capitalism, production is organized very oligarchic, very authoritarian. So if we're going to build another system, we need to build our communities and our unions and our workplaces from the bottom up, not democratically. And concretely, that would mean that everybody here gets involved locally in your communities and your unions, and then that you argue for a participatory process like we just had here, but inside your union, so they're not bureaucratized, not run by a small and privileged clique. So we can get together to pass the system.
So once my group started talking, the ideas just started flowing very easily. I think that's a common thread here. You know, from burying fossil fuels in the ground and keeping them in the ground, reforming agriculture, reforming the economic system, and so on and so forth. But one thing we did all come together at the end, and we said we need more time to talk about this, and we need to bring it back to our communities. So we decided that we would go back to our home communities and have people's assemblies there. And we would spread the people's assemblies to the world. And the people would then, we would find our solutions for our communities, and we would start doing it now.
Obviously, we have many discussion groups, and this is not the end of the discussion. By all means, what we're